Hey, Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Readings. And today we're going to do a pick a deck, and we're going to do a video about third-party situations, trying to figure out if they're, if you're wondering if they're stuck on their ex or how your ex is interacting with your current relationship or whatever, so it could be a parent, it could be whoever could be infiltrating and triangulating the situation. So we're going to do this in a way where I am going to take the deck, we're going to shuffle it on your situation, and we are going to cut the deck into 3 parts, just intuitively, and each pile will be you, your person, and the person in between the situation, and we will go through the cards to see what is the story here that is developing, what's going on, and just read through the entire deck, okay? So that is what we're going to do. Go ahead and pick your pile. We have the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas, we have the Modern Witch Tarot, and we have the Mermaid Tarot. So go ahead and pick which one resonates for you for this situation, and I will see you on your timestamp. Alright, so deck one. Alright, let's get a shuffle on. Of course, you can skip forward if you don't want to see a shuffle. Try to do a variety of reads because some people like to just hop to the reading. Some people like a lot of shuffling and live draws. For Group A, I think the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas, please let us know about the third-party situation, what's going on in this relationship, these relationships total, how they're interacting with each other. We're going to do a cut. First stack is for the person watching. Second stack is the third party between them. Third stack is their person. Third party situation here. Third party situation for those who chose this deck. Alright, here we go. First cut, second cut, third cut. Alright, let's see. This is a larger deck. Let's see what is going on in this situation. Oh, there we go. Alright, so you definitely very much in your emotions, having a lot of, this is major arcana. Feel like you're going to the depths. Look, the depths of the sea. I love this particular oracle as well. And feeling like you have power in this situation, though. You're like, look, I can handle this situation. If I want to manifest it, I'm psychic as hell. Okay, I could call this in. I could do whatever I need to do in this situation. You might feel like I'm numero uno. I'm the day one in this situation, or I can, go beyond those limitations in this situation. Their first energy that we have here is the high. Ooh, y'all going head to head. Wait a minute now. This connection, this person is psychic too. This third party is super psychic, okay? And they're the high priestess. They take that crown moon and they can work out whatever they need to work out. So I feel like you might have sensed that this person is like intuitive as well. They're magical as well. This person does have claim to some connection to your person in this life. Now, if you're asking about a parent, that would make sense because it's like, no, we got Akashic records, we got contracts and stuff. But if you are, feeling like, well, they're not the real soulmate I am, no, they got some soulmate stuff, okay? They really do. Some active plans to interact and they're aware of it. The pomegranate is cracked open. They're very aware of it. I think they connect to their spirit crew about things that are going on in this interaction. They seem to also be aware of you and some mysteries and secrets even that you are not aware of, okay? Your person is the star. Y'all got all these major arcana. I don't have to put it up like that. Your person is a star, but reversed, okay? So your person's trying to catch up to what you guys already figured out. All right, they might lead and take the action. They're the one who jumps forward and causes kind of the situation to happen, but then they have to try to go back and connect to, like, what was the divine reason behind this? What's going on with my spirit? What's going on with yeah, why am I the way that I am? What am I doing over here? Okay. They could definitely be feeling like, well, they feel like they're meant to be connected to everyone, even though they know it's not working. So they don't want to feel like they have to let go of either party. To be honest, they just feel like, well, obviously I'm supposed to be connected to everyone in this situation. Like, how am I supposed to choose? Like, that doesn't make sense. It's kind of like if you take a road trip and then all of a sudden you have to, your friends get in a fight, like, pick a friend, which one do you like? And they're like, we're all on this road trip together. So that's kind of how your person is feeling about this. Let's see the next layer here. We have you as the Queen of Pentacles, them as Ten of Cups reversed. Oh, you're the Queen of Pentacles reversed, excuse me. And we have the Hangman. So this person too could just have decided they're not going to make any decisions during 2020. They're still feeling, when you guys start getting into your human feelings and forgetting like the cosmic connects we just talked about, and start wondering about who's going to get picked, or what other family dynamics going on, or if business pursuits are interfering with family relationships. Some of you could be like the mistress at work kind of vibe, and they have a other family going on. They just feel like, again, they want to be in their zen moment. They just feel like, well, I can't really choose. I can't really decide, because I just feel like I'm supposed to be connected to everybody. I don't really feel like, they feel like they're a connector, okay? And they feel like everyone else is the people who have problems with it. So they don't feel like they should have problems. So if you're like having a beef with one of their parents or their sister or aunt or something, they just feel like, well, y'all just need to get along, because like I'm just here loving people, connecting, like this is what it is. Like I'm just connected to everybody. And so y'all could be mad about that. This person wants to storm out and cut them off. Sometimes you feel like, no, I'm about to, if you are married, you're like, I'm about to take you to the bank, divorce you, like this is not it. You might physically withdraw your presence from them, something of that nature, but I feel like I'm not going to invest in you. But they feel like, well, my soul's connected to everyone in this situation. I don't see what the problem should be. Okay, King of Wands reversed, we got Six of Wands, and we got the Chariot reversed. Okay. Now, one thing, when y'all get into your fire, you might have dated someone else, and that really got them jealous. That really did get their attention. They're like, why are you talking to someone else? Who's that? It could have been a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag. We have Leo energy entering chat on all levels, and Cancer energy as well. We've had a lot of Pisces and Cancer kind of vibes, some Aquarius, and yeah, more Pisces so far. But this person feels like they get very jealous too when you cut them off and just go and date somebody else, or if they feel like you're talking to somebody else, or you just let them know like you're not my ideal, you're not the full dateable person that I would want. Then that really kind of pops their tires. It makes them feel like, how could you just say that? Like, how could you just think that? What are you talking? I'm the champion. Like, I'm the champion. So this person could be an athlete for sure. And this reminds me of someone who's like, they know they got both their people in the crowd, but they're just like, how could you not support me on my important game? Like, I don't understand. I would never do that to you. Like, okay, we got problems, but you're both, like, again, you're both connected to me. How could you not be cheerleading me? Like, what? You trying to not be my good luck? Do you want me to lose? Like, all right, so this person, the third party tends to always come back. And I feel like, we'll go through the cards more, but they have a part of them that will always go back to this person. They might go and have a glow up and then come back to your person over here and be like, hey, come and hitch a ride with me, basically. Yes, I'll let you sit there in your train wreck. I'll let you choose your own ways or whatever and have your breakdown. But here I come riding through, I got an upgrade. Let's go. We're a power couple. We go places better together kind of vibe. So they can be a bit more accommodating, especially if they're air and your person is fire. They come, and if they're an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they'll pump up that fire in your person. They know how to kind of stroke your person's ego. And I do feel like where you will want to cut them down more or ignore them or not give them attention, this person will know how to, get them back feeling like the king of the castle kind of vibe. All right, we have the Devil reverse. reversed. We have the 8 of Pentacles reversed. We have the 2 of Wands. So for you, I think that you're wanting to clear a lot of karma. You've been thinking about soul work. I do feel like you have cleared some things with this person, and I have yeah, just feeling like, okay, look, I've made sure that we don't have karmic situations right now. I've made sure that I'm learning my lessons. I feel like this person, the third party, is like, look, I ain't trying to do all this work. I really am not. Not that that there's not, I don't see karma here, but I feel like they're like this just needs to work. Like this just needs to work with this person, because I'm not sitting here trying to have to do work in a relationship all the time, which is why they'll back off from them sometimes, and they'll get themselves together, but they feel like, look, I'm not sitting here trying to feel exhausted day in and day out and feel like I have, oh, work on this, work on this, work on that. Like that's ridiculous. Like I'm just not trying to do that. So they don't feel like they want to change things about themselves for this person. They can have some strong self-esteem in that way, but they will change things trying to grow more in their own ambitions, or like their ambitions as a power couple kind of vibe. Your person over here feels like they definitely feel like they got options. They definitely are aware of, that they can kind of side with either person in this situation, and sometimes they kind of want both. They want someone who will work and accommodate them, and do all this cosmic soul moving and stuff to get the situation right with them, but at the same time they kind of like someone who's stubborn and who's just like, no, like I am the way I am, you are the way you are, so if you want to change something you can figure it out kind of vibe. All right. We have Capricorn energy here in Virgo as well, and some Taurus. We have 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Yeah, I feel like your person, they remind me a lot of a fire sign, where they have these super high highs where they light up the whole world and they're like a Christmas tree and the star on top. But then they have times where they're completely deflated. All their energy's gone. Their libido might be low. We have fixed signs here: Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo. All of those signs, they're stubborn in who they are. I mean, they're genuinely who they are, but they have times where they have to pull away and withdraw in order to maintain who they are, and in order to be so stubbornly who they are. So I feel like your person does that a lot. Again, when that happens, I feel like you feel more left out in the cold, as they say, and you feel more rejected and kind of broken down, and you might be upset and keep banging on the door for them, kind of energetically, or literally they might hear like knocking in their sleep, or like jump up and feel like someone's knocking, because they feel your energy so intensely, and it's like you're upset that they're pulling away. This person, I feel like the third party, I feel like tends to try to like fertilize the situation or nurture the situation or give to them. So I am seeing a pattern developing here, whereas you might pull away and get angry about certain things, this person will, like, they don't work on themselves as in change themselves, but they will nurture the situation more. They will kind of stroke the other person's ego, or know how to connect with them. And like I said, I do feel like for some of you this is their parent, that you're like, oh, why do they go and like side with their parent more or whatever. So their parent in that case, or this other person, will know how to they know how to kind of work your person, as far as like, oh, they're throwing this tantrum because they're upset because they lost their game, and they're feeling down on themselves, and okay, let me just tolerate your little tantrum, because they kind of understand them a little bit more actually in the day-to-day than you sometimes do, although you'll be connected in like a soul way to them. This person, they are connected in a soul way too, which we saw with the High Priestess, but they kind of understand their day-to-day like little stuff more, and they accommodate it a little bit more. They kind of know how to soothe them through it. Maybe their elements are a bit more harmonious. Like they could be, like I said, fire and air, or they're more earth and water, and maybe you're an element that's not as harmonious, or you just aren't in the mood for that. Or you could just be, again with the moon card, more self-indulgent with your own emotions. So you're like, no, this is how I feel, and I'm in my reactions to this situation. Okay, so I'm not saying anything's right or wrong, but just seeing what I'm seeing here. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands, we have the 9 of Swords reverse, and we have the 4 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like they do have this connection in this wavelength where they don't worry about like certain things. They would just go to sleep and be like, fine, whatever, it is what it is in this connection. Whereas certain things would it's like they can both sleep at night and you're mad, like ready to get them out of bed and beat them up. How can y'all sleep at night, right? This kind of feeling going on here. So especially again if they're harmonious elements, or if they are both air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's some Virgo energy here, there's Pisces. So yeah, I feel like they're just super chill. One of them could have a Taurus moon. Your third party could have like a Taurus moon where they're just like, it is what it is. Like, you know, Taurus moons can be super chill about different information and stuff sometimes, where they I don't know, they kind of play the long game. They play the long game and they don't always let details bother them in a situation, okay? Except for some of y'all with Taurus moons have Aries and Vedic astrology, and that's kind of a different mix. You have Aries and Sidereal, so then you would be like, no, I'm about to snap. But yeah, so whereas you would be like, get up, I'm about to fight someone, they're like, just go ahead and go to sleep, we're gonna be fine, right? We have Seven of Swords. Yeah, some of you are the mistress in this situation. I think we have Four of Cups and we have the Nine of Wands, and you're asking about someone who's already in a connection. And in this case, again, this person does know about you, but they're just like, what they're gonna do, pick you? Like, you're number 55, let's try to come through this month, like, you know. So I feel like this person, they definitely do feel like they're definitely aware that they've caused pain in this situation before, and they do feel like they kind of owe someone for hurts, you know what I mean? So if you're the third party, then they feel like you know, they owe their person for everything that they put them through, kind of pain and suffering, and they kind of have to earn it back. Again, we have this warrior athlete kind of vibe. They kind of have to earn it back, and they have to keep offering love, and this person will just be kind of blasé or a little bit jaded to them, and other people might be like, oh, you're so cold or whatever, but they know it's because their person has done something in the past where they you know, they basically kind of owe them for something that they've done. So they're like, no, in certain areas, I'm not going to be flattered with what you do because, you know, you've cut up before, okay? Or, you know, there are certain things I won't tolerate. It's your job to do the work on that, you know, like we saw before. So that could definitely be a thing. I feel like you guys I feel like you guys are very much more focused on like competition or who's cheating or who's the third party. As some of you, this could be your person, and so you're focused on that because of that. Or some of you, you're just, you know, you're stuck in being kind of the cheating, causing triangulation situation in this. If this is a non-romantic partner that is a third party you're asking about, again about family or something, or friends, you could feel like they always cast you in the light, like you're not the real partner for them, like they treat you like you're just a mistress, and you're like, this is my husband. Excuse me, mother-in-law, why you always act like why you act like that, like I'm not, hello, we've been married 15 years, you still acting like like you're gonna go matchmake them with someone else, hello. So some of you could feel like that, like you know, give me my dues in this connection if you are owed them, if you're not the side person, okay? We have Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and Two of Swords. I feel like you're really trying to get to the next level with this person, whereas the third party is maintaining the connection they already have. Again, they play the long game. And again, we have your person not picking sides. They're like, I'm not picking sides. Like, it is what it is. Like, I ain't picking sides. And they feel like you guys, look, there's the moon, there's the stars. Like, you guys are intuitive. You know what's going on. We all know what's going on. Like, I'm not picking anyone. So y'all gonna have to do something because I ain't doing it. All right, we got the Hermit. We have the King of Pentacles reversed. We have the Six of Pentacles. Y'all, this is so consistent. They're like, I see connections to both of you. I see both areas where both of you can grow. Both of you are awesome. Both sides of the thing. Yeah, so this person, the third party will keep them on the edge and challenge their position in the family, or challenge their longevity, and kind of let them know if they feel like they're being non-committal or stingy. This person has The third party has certain criteria of how your person needs to act in order to be part of the family, or in order to be part of the community, or whatever, the business. You know, if this is a boss who's causing a lot of issues, and they will challenge them on that, and they will challenge their security, their stability, and their social, you know, kind of etiquette on there, and kind of guilt trip them with that and hold them to it if they feel like they're not towing the line. And that's how they will handle this situation. But they seem to either they have a lot of earth connections, like earth signs in both their chart, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. They could have 2nd, 6th, and 10th house placements, so they feel like they need to be responsible towards each other. They could have strong Saturn contacts that really ground and solidify a bond, if we accept those obligations to each other. Or it could be that they just have very, very practical world concerns like that, where it's like, no, we're family, or we got kids together, or we got, you know, a lot of finances and stuff together, so you can't just be doing whatever. Like, there's things required of you. Your energy again is much more independent in this situation, kind of a bit more single, and you might again cut ties, go off and do spiritual growth and stuff, and kind of learn the pearls of wisdom and try to look at things more third eye from this. And there is a Magan David, which is like the Merkaba in 3D, so you might be looking at things from different spiritual aspects and things of that nature, and so you kind of pull away from the situation. We have Justice here. We have Knight of Wands reverse, and we have the Magician. So yeah, definitely this third party feels like this person be in the streets sometimes. They'll be going and having other commitments, doing other wild things. This person is like, yeah, I be in the streets. Yes, I'll be doing other things. I feel like there is a connection that you and this other person have when you're at a distance that's very much like telepathy. That's very psychic, very alchemical kind of feeling, where you connect to each other in the astral. You connect to each other. I mean, you might literally be, you know, doing messages, and it's just like zing, 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 back and forth. You could be having music connection and communication, and you know, you basically have developed a contract with this person. It's almost like coming into this lifetime, there wasn't necessarily a concrete contract with this person, but it's like you were like, hey, I want to have a spiritual contract, and this person was like, okay, I can make that, I can schedule that in, I can develop that. So it's coming in much later in the reading than, you know, right away this person was like, boom, soulmate contact with this, you know, this is what we got to do this lifetime kind of vibe. All right, let's see, we got the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like the third party is like, it's natural for them to be in this person's life, is what they feel like yeah, like they could almost feel like, I don't think they take the person for granted, but it's almost like they could, because they're like, we're always going to communicate. Like, I'm always going to have access to you. That's what it is. We can talk. Again, this person is always going to be sometimesy, two-timesy, or just never pick sides with you two. Like, they're just literally, they've gotten like every two in the tarot. Like, they're like, I will not pick sides. I might elevate one of you over the other sometimes. I might swing from side to side on particular issues if I feel like one of you is wrong and the other is not. But I'm not picking one. Like, I've had soul connections. Look at the infinity. I've had soul connections with both of you. I've had lifetimes with both of you. Like, I get it. I've allowed both of this. Like, the Magician has that infinity symbol, the luminous gate. So, like, I'm not, like, I'm a Venn diagram in the middle. Like, you both think that you're perfect for me for different reasons, and I'm somewhere in the middle. Like, I relate to both. I'm not choosing. Like, I'm not choosing, right? And you're over here willing to, like, choose me. You're what I want, right? You're what I want. You're everything that I want to manifest, okay? And this person feels like, yeah, if I call you in, law of attraction or whatever, if I message you, you're going to answer. So you guys just have different vibes. We have, you guys could have put a time limit on this and an ultimatum. I'm seeing 2020. You could feel like, no, you need to answer. You need to give me an ultimatum, what it really is. Or else we're done, okay? And this person's just like, look, so the third party's like, look, we about to have family together, or we are family, or whatever, like, we got business, like, that's what it is. I need you to be thoroughly committed. You're over here like, we got, you know, soul stuff. I want you to be my forever soulmate. I need an ultimatum. And they look at both of you and they're like, yes. And y'all are just like, the fuck, what? In a way, I feel like this third party could get to the point where they wouldn't even mind. Like, they seem like more, if they physically have that person in their life and they're investing in them and their kids and their family, they could be like, okay, so you feel like you're the soulmate of my person. Like, I guess that's your feeling. It's like they feel like they connect to you in the spirit world sometimes. Okay, whoop de woo. I feel like they could really get like that, especially if they're an earth sign. Earth signs, I mean, not that it wouldn't bother them sometimes if they felt like their person was slacking on the duties owed to them, but they're just like, okay, so in your imagination you think that you're a bigger soul, whatever. Okay, like that's my husband, these are our kids, like I don't know what you, okay. So they could really have that kind of just very practical kind of attitude like that, as long as the person's showing up for them and not actually like running around or endangering the family or the image or something. They could be like, all right, whatever. We got Three of Wands reverse, we have Three of Pentacles, and we have the Temperance. Again, what do they have? Both sides trying to get y'all to get along, trying to be able to not have to pick sides. They're like, in the spirit realm, guys, y'all are like, shut up. In the spirit realm, I could just be with both of you simultaneously. Shut up. Y'all just sick of them. Y'all sick of them. They said, look, for some of you, this person is they're like on a spectrum of energy where either they're multicultural and you guys are from the different sides of their races, or they embrace two religious paths and y'all are on different sides of that, or they are there's someone who's like bisexual or pangender, and so you guys are giving them a variety, and so they just feel like I am understood through the lens of both of you. I relate to both of your energies, okay? So you guys are just trying to make me pick, but nobody is wholly just me, you know. I like, you both speak to different energies of me. One of you is my 5th house, one of you is my 8th house, right? Or one of you is my 4th house, home, the other one's 7th house, feels like partnership. And that can happen, right? Because astrology is not harmonious. So some people don't feel like I need to just pick one person kind of vibe. Like, that's just current modern societal standards, you know, through control mechanisms. So this person could have a whole philosophy where they're like, just you know, or they could feel like, well, in your tradition you think that a person's supposed to leave their parents and just their spouse supposed to be everything, but in my traditions I feel like, you know, our parents, our grandparents, everybody should be living with us and everyone should have an input. Like, this is our community and our family. So they got philosophies and reasons why they just don't feel like their spirit just doesn't resonate with you controlling how their gender should act or what their relationship should be like. They don't like anybody doing that to them. And they feel like, well, y'all, that's your problem. You guys figure it out. So you could, again, be ready to be like, look, I'm not about to be a third party, or I'm not going to be, you know, having a third party in this situation. I'm going to go, I'm going to head out. And the other person's going to stick around, though. They're going to stick around. So some of you, like I said, it's because they're a family member or this is someone through business that's connected to them. This person they're a slow mover. And if they have Earth in your chart, do not sleep, or in their chart, do not sleep on them. They will wait 10 years and still be around. Okay, they really will. They'll be in every little detail of this person's life. So if you're like, no, I'm the spouse, this person's showing up like they're the spouse, okay? They're like, no, I'll just keep knowing every detail. I'll know all your friends. I'll know all your business moves, all of that. I'll be handling your public image, your PR, all that kind of stuff, okay? There could be PR. Someone could be from like Puerto Rico or, again, Dominican Republic. I've been getting that feeling lately. Or they could be from the islands. Someone could be Bajan, so something like that. All right, we have Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands reversed. We have Knight of Cups. I feel like your energy acts more independent, but you're more afraid of being alone. This person's energy, the third party's, acts more committal, but ain't afraid to burn it down if they need to. They're like, I will burn down this house right now. Try something. They don't play with their image, though. They do not play with their image. They're like, make a scene in public. Make me look dumb in these streets and see what happens. See what happens. And again, we got this person just over here being, you know, delusional, being like, yeah, I can have a peacock and the fish in the pond together. Woohoo! And y'all over here both of them about to end up teaming up, being best friends, and getting this person, throwing something on them. This person's definitely a magical worker, though. This third party, they definitely are. And I feel like I feel like if someone really messed with their relationship, they would put something on you. Or if they felt like their partner was really, really, really disrespectful, they would put a root down to handle it. I think they would. Or they could also protect your person too. If someone is messing with their business or something, they will throw down some shady magic to handle people who would mess with your person. So they could be protecting them in business. They could be protecting them in a lot of ways where they kind of look out for them magically too. So that could be something that your person's able to be in their little magical bubble, because this person is kind of like their spiritual bodyguard in some ways. Three of Swords reversed, Page of Cups, and the Lovers. Yeah, your person's in love with being in love, okay? And they don't like to make choices. They feel like, I got some ancestors that like you, I got some ancestors that like them. And this person, the third party, likes kind of the cycles of falling in love with their person over and over. So they could be like, again, as long as I can find my footing and have some stability in this connection and kind of know what your ebbs and flows are, I'm okay with dealing with your mess, okay? As long as you don't mess with my ends. They could also have a child together, and this third party adores this child, just really adores this child, and is so grateful to this person that they had a child together, and loves to see the essence of them in this child. So that's possible. That could have been something that you had to overcome with your person. Maybe you guys have broken up and they had a kid with someone else, or you guys, have been off and on throughout the years and kind of had different things going on. If not, I feel like this third party does want a child with this person, okay? If it's romantically inclined. If not, it could be that, again, if it's their parent, it's that they do adore their child. They do still remember, just like if they took that little baby home from the hospital or whatever, home birth, okay, water birth, whatever it was, they still remember their baby like that. And so, they're like, you think you just come in here and gonna take my child? Like, I'm not going to stop being a parent because you come in and you have different opinions about how my child's life should be. Like, they're looking at you like, who are you? Like, I'm always going to be in my child's life. Like, I don't get this thing where people think they can just villainize the parent because they want to come in and run around on their child's life. So if you are dealing with a parental third party. Seven of Cups, Five of Cups reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles. So again, this person has Jeopardy music. We could just call them Jeopardy. They're fine, everyone else in jeopardy, because they don't make decisions. They just let people keep investing in them, and they build up on all that energy. They, their ego feels good. They're all energized for the game, that kind of thing. This third party, if they did know, again, if they did have some heartbreak, if they found out about you, or if they have gone through their own issues with this person, they could have even went through a period of postpartum depression or something. So, like, if you I don't really see like that this third party is a horrible person, unless this is your spouse or something. If this is your person and they came in, now we understand why you're upset, okay? But if this was where you both just happen to fall in love with the same person, or if you're the one cutting in on this relationship, I don't really see that this is a horrible person. They might have went through times where, yeah, maybe they didn't look the best, or they were upset. Maybe they could have had postpartum depression, or they could have been grieving someone who passed away. But I don't feel like that's a reason to like, oh, look at them, they don't even do this for their person, they don't even do this, they don't do, look how they're looking. No, I feel like they've gone through some things, but they're consistent, they're loving. I think they are very attractive. They could have some times where it's a little tough for them to balance life and be there for everybody. And I think that also, it's the same for you. I feel like if you guys actually talked, you might not be the same kind of person, and you could be frustrated with each other, but I think that you would have to respect each other, barring, again, any infiltrating of your relationship here, because you're different, but you're both, I don't feel like anyone's horrible, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I feel like, you definitely have this fantasy energy. You're very attractive, and to be honest, I think that you're so attractive in some ways that it's almost easy for people to take you for granted, because people just see you as a fantasy. They see you as like, well, I didn't think you would actually be real. So now it's like if you sit there, have a daydream about something, and then it suddenly manifests for you, and you got to actually take care of it and switch your life around, change your plans. Like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that, right? I didn't think I was actually gonna have a zebra. I was just picturing having a zebra and a giraffe, and now they're actually here. I got to take care of them, I got to do all this. So it's like you are this big fantasy energy. You have the Nine of Cups as well, right? But it's almost like people don't know how to interact with you on a day-to-day. Like, they have you on that pedestal. Yeah, some of you are definitely water signs, because I think water signs relate to that. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, where it's just like, yeah, I mean, it's wonderful, but I don't know how to interact with you in real life. Versus this person, yes, they have Empress, they have Pentacle cards and energy, so they have more practical desires. And this person, your person, is the King of Cups reverse, so they don't know which way is up, which way is down. Okay, they're spinning in the rabbit hole. They're like, do I want a soul connection? Do I want earth connection? And actually, it's kind of both. So they're like, they don't know how to always focus on soul stuff when they're with this earthy person. They don't know how to always focus on earthy stuff when they're with you, soulful. But they have both of that. Like, it's not like you're some impractical, fake person. No, you have real world connections. We got the Justice here, and it's not like the other third party is just, oh, they're just karmic, they're just nothing. No, they're High Priestess and Empress. They're a whole person too. So it's just like a very hard situation, because your person just doesn't want to choose. It's almost like they have two realities converging. Like, that's what they feel like. They feel like they have what's supposed to be two parallel lives that they're trying to live at the exact same time. They could have Gemini placements too, mutable energy, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, but that's what they feel like. They feel like they're trying to decide, and they don't know why they have to decide, because they're like, in spirit, I could just have two different lifetimes simultaneously, right? I'm pouring the baby some milk, y'all. Oat milk. As we have the Empress card here, this person could be pregnant, or again becoming pregnant, or they can be the baby's parent, which is not a derogatory term to be a baby mama or whatever. Let's remember that. Some of you are as well, and it could be hard because you're like, they're just gonna go off and have a child with somebody. Like, what is going on? What realm are we in? Okay. The third party is just taking it as, this is life, this is what it is. Like, we're here on earth. I know what realm we're in, but you two be spinning around. You look, King of Cups reverse, Queen of Cups reverse. Which round? What lifetime? What's going on? Okay. Ace of Wands reverse. You feel like, you're so unattractive when you act like this, right? Page of Wands reverse, Ace of Wands reverse, Five of Swords. So this person, the third party, will just kind of check out and be like, yeah, y'all figure all that shit out. Go ahead and do what you're going to do. And you guys will just be spinning in the other realms. Like, you're just like, should we be taking action? What should we be doing? Right there, baby. What should we be doing? Y'all could start getting a little bit childish. You could get a little meddlesome. You can get a little petty with each other. And the third party's just like, look, if I need to get petty, I can handle it, but I'm just going to check out. Y'all go ahead and do your little run around, cry around. What's wrong with my soul? Existential crisis. Y'all go ahead and do all that. I'm going to stay here and eat some chocolates, okay? We have the World. Yeah, so you're like, I don't know how to make this connection last in the physical world. Ace of Swords. And the Fool reverse. This person too. I don't know. Are we incarnated? Yes, we're incarnated, right? I feel like y'all just be screaming to each other in the spiritual realm. This third party just here, like, yeah, I got the information. I got the blueprint. It said that, yeah, it says right here, 2020, that I would be, our soul contract. Yeah, I'm with your person in 2020. I see the contract right here, and y'all are like, is that the plan? I don't know if that's the plan. 2020 is crazy. Oh my gosh, you guys feel like you're skydiving. This person just floated down on the cloud. Chilling, all connected to the earth realm, all regular, and y'all are just freaking out in the air. Is your parachute working? Hold on. That's what it's like. That's really what it's like. So it's strange. Sometimes we try to get too many soulmates. Connected, okay? Or if we have a family that has our big soulmates in it, and we try to get our like divine romantic partner too, it's like everyone starts clashing. It's so much energy, right? It's just too powered up. Okay. But right now I do see that you guys connect, your energy connects more in kind of a chaotic way, is when you two start syncing up. Now we're syncing you two up as we get further into the connection, but it's very deep into, kind of the hidden realms, the back of the subconscious, the ethers, and it's very chaotic and hectic, okay? And I feel like this person's just sitting here like, y'all, I'm sitting here in the physical world handling stuff. What y'all doing? You still over there stuck in your minds trying to figure out if you incarnated at the right time? Y'all still, hello, we need to clean the house. This person's just so practical in so many ways. So you get to a point where you want to get out of fear, and they feel like they can feel this communication, but it's just strange. Supreme, this, I mean, this is, you can't disregard. If you're, I know readers like to try to flatter because it makes money and be like, oh, this is just a karmic. They say that in every reading. They tell every single, if you watch every single pick card, they'll tell every single one, this is your twin flame and the other person's a karmic, whatever. I would not diminish the connection, whether it's through business or family or romantic, that this person, your person, has with this person, because they got the Empress, they got the High Priestess, and they got the Supreme, which in this deck is the Higher Self card. Okay, so this is, it's the World, it's the Wheel of Fortune, it's all of that, the High Priestess again, all in one. Okay, so in here, I think that it's saying your souls don't have to hate each other. I think you guys have had all lifetimes where you really actually cared about each other. I think that you've had lifetimes where you've been really good friends with this third party, which is why it could feel like a betrayal when you guys bump heads, or if you guys are both trying to go after the same person. And this person feels it too. Like, your soulmate just feels like, again, why do I have to choose? The Emperor wants all four realms. What you talking about? What you talk about, choose. Okay, I understand sometimes I have my little existential crisis, but I'm back. All right, I'm the Emperor. That's what I do, so I definitely feel their energy is very aligned, and the connection between you guys is just very static and hectic. Six of Swords reverse, you are advised not to go back into something toxic. The Two of Cups is coming up with a third party. Okay, King of Swords reverse, I do feel like this person might stop communicating with you sometimes, or they might try to friend zone you. They might, you guys might break up sometimes, or you feel like you're just not connecting so much. It's a wild ride, huh? That's what baby's saying. So again, Aquarian energy, but you guys are backing away from each other, whereas they come into a Two of Cups. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have Leo, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius. So we've gone through all the signs here. Yeah, I'm seeing a time of not having communication, or where you feel like you have to hide your feelings in order to deal with this person. The third party is never going to fully let go, but they'll pause and tap out and let y'all figure out what's going on. Okay, and now we just have you two. Tower, Queen of Swords reverse, and I don't feel like fully you ever let go. I think you'll always come back, even if you're kind of the ex in a situation. I think that you'll always want to come back. But look, you're the one left holding all the energy. Just on and on and on and on and on. Never quite letting go. You have the Eight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles reversed, work that wasn't done, feeling like I don't want to be the loser in the situation, love unmatched, okay, something not coming together in the physical world, children, family we should have had together, past life soul connection, not transitioning and moving forward the way we wanted to. So yeah, I feel like unless everything was lit on fire, like this is that kind of person where you're like, you wanna what's that movie where she's trying to decide if this person she built the life with loves her, and so she pulls the fire alarm and sees, which, I mean, not everyone actually believes a fire is happening when a fire alarm goes off, but the person went and picked up the electronics and didn't grab her, so she was like, you're not my person. So I feel like even in a very dire situation, if you guys were both in the same house or something and like it was on fire, this person might jump out and tell both of you jump, like and still not pick, just push you both out at the same time or something, or just say, well, jump. What, y'all should have jumped out. You sitting there trying to figure out who I'm gonna be with. I told you I ain't choosing. Okay, or it would be the person who jumps with them that would be the one who makes it. Okay, that's what it is. So some of you, at least at this time, okay, at this time with this reading, I would say please give yourself some space. Please keep taking care of yourself, feed yourself, nurture yourself, because right now I don't really see a decision being made unless there's a hectic explosion and one of you cuts this person off and there's a whole bunch that's just, it's not fixable kind of vibe. I think that, you're the one who's still hanging on to all these different soul connects and how it should have been in the past and what needs to be fixed and kids. And I mean, like I said, you could be sleeping next to this person right now, and so that could be why you're like, well, this is my spouse, we got kids. But Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't see, I see the third party just coming to terms with it. They don't ever really let go, but just they're very in the physical world. They're very connected as well to this person in a deep soul way. And they just feel like they don't really give up on this person. And your person just does not make decisions. Literally every tool in the deck, pretty much, except for the one that came up between them. So hopefully this information was helpful. I'm sorry if this, is hurtful and painful, but I hope it helps you at least make some decision now. Tarot is just information and energies, and we can do what we want with our free will and kind of help shift the situation, do something with this information. So hopefully, if you feel like this is what you needed to be told, so you can feel like, yes, okay, I can let this go right now and realize I don't need to put all this effort in, then that can help you. Or if you feel like, okay, for now I'm gonna hit the pause, or I need to go I need to go deal with them and make sure that they're acting accordingly or whatever, some information for you to make some decisions for you now and try to shift these sands in a way that will work for your life. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for group A, those who chose the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas. Let me know if you like this reading style, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, if you chose group B over here, we're going to go ahead and get into it. This is the Modern Witch Tarot deck. We're going to shuffle for you, the third party, and your person. Flip through the entire deck, see what's going on all different energetic layers, what the storyline is here. We'll cut the deck. Okay, we already have the cards turned forward. Could be a Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or someone with strong Earth placements in this situation. Definitely some strong resistance in this situation. Someone could be dealing with someone very stubborn. Okay, here we go. First cut's going to be your pile. Second cut will be giving us separating the third party and your person. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get to flipping. First card down, your energy here. We have the Sun card. So you feel like this person makes you so happy. There's a very youthful, childlike, celebratory energy. Just, oh, so sweet. Like the excitement of lost and found. Like the excitement when you find, you found a pony in your backyard. The excitement when you lose your first tooth. Like, I feel like you get so excited for every growth, every connection, every lesson, anything. You just feel like freaking delighted to exist with this person and be in this life. For some of you, this is a newer person that you connect to this year. I'm still feeling like this, like young love, like nervousness, hesitation, but like sparkly energy. Just so cute, so pure. You feel like this person's your freaking sunshine. Let's see the third party's energy. They have the Ace of Wands, so very fiery too. This person immediately wants to compete for going after your person. This person, the third party, immediately wants to they just feel feisty. They feel ornery. They feel a little bit aggressive, a little bit angry if anyone tries to come in the way of this connection that they have with the third or with your person. They are ready to go. They have really, really intense physical connection or attraction to your person, okay? And they're ready to act on it. Your person, all this fire, so definitely Leo, Aries, Sag could be involved in this situation. Your person in this situation is a bit of a mess, okay? They could be where they I feel like they stick their foot in the mouth a lot of times. They don't really know what they want. They run around to this, that, and the other. They miss their connections. And then afterwards, they're like, wait a minute, I think that was soulmate back there. And they're like 20 light years ahead. They could have dyed hair. That's coming up. I don't know why, but they could have their hair dyed at some point, or have changed up their hairstyle. They used to gel it, now they don't. Vice versa. They cut it short. It used to be long and wild, or vice versa. They bleached it out, or something could have happened with their hair. They could be changing their hair a lot. But yeah, I feel like maybe this person changes their mind about relationships, how they change their hair, honey. They just think, okay, let me switch wigs. You're like, wait, in the middle of dinner, you just gonna switch a relationship? Like, I don't understand what's going on. So they're a bit of a mess, honey. They are. I don't feel like so far in the cards that they have a lot of soul history with relationships. So this could be someone who has like a Sagittarius South Node or Saturn in Sagittarius or something without any other indications of having had learned interpersonal close-up relationships. Okay, let's see what's going on. We have Eight of Pentacles reversed for you. We have Seven of Swords for the third party, and we have Three of Cups. So this, your person does like to triangulate. They do like to have a lot of suitors. They do like to have, you know, all eyes on them from multiple directions. They could have some water in their chart, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, where they're like, I love love. I love everybody loving me. I love feeling like the muse. I love feeling like the inspiration. They could feel like I have so many different sides to me. How can I find one person who just encompasses that all? You know, I need someone. I need the galactic mermaid. I need the you know, kind of a aggressive sporty person. I need the, you know, they can have all these different archetypes or stereotypes that they want to connect with people. I need the witty, logical editor. You know, I need all these different types. How am I going to just pick one? Okay. I feel like for you, you're still finding yourself. You're still developing yourself. I think a lot of young people pick this one. So you might be like, I'm still in high school. Or something of that nature, okay? And you're just like, I know, like, I'm still in school. I'm still trying to figure myself out. I'm still trying to get myself together. Or you're just getting out of school and you're like putting your talents and gifts to work and you're not really sure what you want your life to be like yet. You guys are really focused on career and look, but there's no shoes. Working from home, but no shoes, okay? So you're like, I don't know. Like, I have big plans. I see the skyline out there, but maybe you haven't really shown to the outside world who you really are, or shown to your person who you really are yet. I would watch out. This third party is scandalous, y'all. Seven of Swords and Ace of Wands. They will throw some dynamite at you, push you out the way, and run towards and get your person, okay? They are not playing. And if you're the third party, like if they're already together, they got a good surveillance system, okay? They will know when someone's trying to get their boo. They could be up in their messages. They could have everything in the cloud backed up. Or they can be scandalous. Watch out, because they're all, look at them. Their eye is always looking over at this person. Say, I see who you talking to. I see Edward and Sharon and everyone over there trying to get with you. And I do feel like your person, all different genders. They're like everybody's type. Everybody's interested in them. You know, the spectrum of ages that is appropriate around them, the different cultures, different styles. Like, everybody is attracted to your person, okay? We have Fool reverse. Yes, some of you have not even interacted with them. He's so shy. Or you haven't shown them the new you. If you've grown and changed over the years, you haven't shown them the new you, okay? Queen of Wands reversed for the third party. And we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Again, your person's kind of a mess, boo. They are. I mean, they seem fun. They seem fun, but they're kind of like a merry-go-round that you can't get off of. The topsy-turvy ride, okay? You're like, are we still having fun? Is this still the fun? Okay. This person here, this third party so far, oh my gosh, y'all. They're a bit of a badass. They will be the bad guy. They don't care. They don't really have the same morals and ethics that you do. They're scandalous. Okay? They're scandalous. They will burn down the town, kidnap your person, take off. Okay, they could definitely have Leo, Aries, Sag in their chart. They could definitely have Aquarius, and they could have some Scorpio. So look out, because this person is not taking this as a game. Like, they do not lose in dating situations. They feel like they don't. And if you're looking at their chart, I do feel like some of them, it's in their Vedic astrology, okay, their sidereal, that they have all this fire. So you might be like, what, there's just this chill little Taurus. No, they ain't. You better look. You said spin that chart. Aries, 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 okay? This third party does not like to lose in relationship situations. They don't. Their Vedic might have stronger contacts to this person's Western chart or their tropical chart, okay? So that's another thing. I like to look at the cross compatibility. Maybe the Western and Western doesn't quite match up with this person, but maybe this person's Vedic matches up with this person's Western or tropical chart. Their sidereal matches their tropical. So anyway, side note for astrologers, I think a lot of you are getting into astrology, actually, and you've been like, yes, I've been looking at the astrology. What year the, you know, tiger care what year the, you're trying to look it up. The ox. How's that work? Okay. This person could be year of the cat or rabbit, the third party. But yeah, okay, let's keep going. We have the star. Yes, okay, you guys could get into astrology. You could be really good with that. Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. I knew I felt some earth around this third party too, because they're stubborn. They're very stubborn. They could have their fourth house activated by this situation, and so they just feel like, nope. Like when someone hits your fourth house, you just want to immediately move in with them. You want to like start a family with them. You want to just beat up anyone who tries to take them, because you're like, they're my person. Like they need to stay in my house. They don't even need to leave, right? So this person feels like that, but they also have this kind of Capricornian way of viewing the situation where they're like, they're very realistic and therefore with their other cards here, very cutthroat about, look, I ain't sitting here worried about you. I need to worry about what I'm getting in the world in this rat race. And if I want this person, I want this person. Okay. So you might be like, well, whatever's the divine timing, whatever's the cosmic reason. You might feel like, well, if it's really meant for us to be together, we'll see how it comes around, that kind of thing. This person is just coming out of some fear. So I do feel like your person, I feel like they're a bit vulnerable. And so they could be subjectable to being pushed around. Okay, they do seem to have some Virgo, Gemini kind of energy in their chart, maybe some third house or something where they could be easily influenced a little bit. And so let's say this very pushy person could persuade them, or they could just kind of go along with it a little bit. Okay. So keep that in mind. You have strong Aquarian energy on your side, and we have some Leo. Yeah, for some of you, you're not convinced that you could get back with this person because you feel like they made, okay, I think your person, some of you, you've already gone through this situation. So for those who it isn't new, this person already chose, and you feel like they showed their butt, they chose the wrong person, they chose this third party. But now this third party, I'm seeing the third party worried. So maybe the third party also realizes like, all right, I got your person when they were vulnerable for some reason. I kind of pushed them into being mine, but now I'm nervous because now I don't know how to keep them. Like I can kind of bully or go after or seduce people into being in a connection with me, but then I don't know what to do with them. And then your person's kind of having this wake up call, or maybe shoot, they got a call from you, or they're feeling attracted to you, and they feel like, man, I really chose the wrong person. Especially if you both have Scorpio in your chart, or especially if you both have very strong Pluto, like Pluto rising around your Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, in your relationship house, 7th house or something. This person feels like, man, I think I really made the wrong decision. They might have even connected to you. And look, the universe is like doing a slow clap to them, like, oh, you finally caught on. You made the wrong decision. Okay. And some of you said, no, you ain't coming back, Leo. Okay, you ain't coming back, Aries. You ain't coming back. I'm getting Taurus. You're right, you ain't coming back, Sag. Aquarius, bye. So some of you are feeling a little salty right now. You're like, I want them back, but it's so I can reject them a little bit because they made me mad. That's for those of you who've been in that grown relationship. You like, no, they weren't young. They should know better. Or yes, they made the stupid decision when they were younger, but they should have rectified it by now, because now we old. Okay, they know better. We got 10 of Wands reversed for you. Ace of Cups reversed. Yeah, they could have broken up with this third party, or there could have been some loss. Some of them, they might have lost a child or broken an engagement with this third party, and definitely got to the point where they caught on to what happened. They might have found out, your person might have found out something this third party did to be mean to you, because I feel like a lot of you were very sweet, you were very innocent, you didn't be mean to this third party. And this third party was very rude and bullying to you, and I think your person found out. They might have found some messages they sent you, or heard from mutual friends. Y'all, baby is getting into some tape. Just a minute. No, thank you. Yeah, no, thank you. So they found out. If you're like, yeah, man, they caught me in the hallway at school and was giving me a tough time, being rude to me, telling me to stay away from my person and everything, your person has found out about that and has called them out or addressed it. Or, if this third party is, some of you, I think you're asking about a co-parent, and this is like someone that they've been with since, and they've been very mean to you, even though you're like, you have a kid with this person or something. I feel like your person found out, and has like ripped them about how they were speaking about you or speaking to you or acting towards you. And now they're nervous because they're like, oh my gosh, I can't just talk to you that way. Like, especially if they are Libra or Taurus, I think they really got it handed to them. Or if they're a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. And so for you, that could have been why you might have written off your person for a while, and then all of a sudden you just felt like you were open to them coming back around. And it's because energetically you felt that they got some common sense to them. You felt them stand up for you energetically. And so if you're like, man, why did I suddenly let them come back? You felt it energetically, and so then you let them come back around. All right, everything is fine. This deck has a Ten of Swords and it has a everything is fine card reverse. So you're kind of feeling after that. And again, this can be a storyline that's played out. For some of you, this is the whole thing is what's happening right now. And for some of you, this is going to be the storyline over 10 years, 5 years, 1 year. Okay, because we're going through the whole deck. But so after you found this out, you might have friended them. You might have let them reconnect to you or something of that nature. And you feel like, okay, well, I don't know 100% that everything's fine, but I feel like we have a chance at some kind of new start. Yeah, and so at this point, this third party might have become consumed with you. Either they, if they were a water sign, they did change their ways and try to get back to themselves and stop like being this like evil dynamite throwing kind of person. But for a lot of you, I think that the third party might have been Earth and Fire or Libra, and so they basically you kind of took over their energy. They might have got very obsessed with you. They might have even tried to mimic like you, dye their hair like you, and become like that energy. Because I feel like the Queen of Cups is your energy in this, regardless of gender or your element. I feel like they tried to become like you because now your person is the emperor at this phase and is like, no, I've realized the game. I've realized what I want. I'm focused on my ambitions now. I'm focused on who I will be in the long term, and therefore I'm realizing what kind of partner I truly need. And like I don't like the games you played. I don't like how you tricked me. I don't like how you caught me up, and I don't like that you hurt, you know, my person. Even if I didn't choose them, I was, you know, young and stupid or whatever. Like, so this person then is like all of a sudden trying to play catch up with you. They thought that you were the little weak one or whatever. Oh, you just a little dreamy one. I'm gonna go past you, get your person. Haha, right? They thought they were big bad, and now they're trying to act like you. Yeah, Three of Swords. So you might have still had a hard time interacting with your person because you were like, I still think that maybe you are still connected to this third party, you were wondering, or maybe you saw them, they even dated another person, but you were like, they're the same zodiac sign as the, you know, the third party or something. So you could have felt like they were out there dating, even if they did break up with this third party, or they were still connected. You could feel this energetic pull. This third party stalked you, y'all. I don't know if you know that, but yeah, I think they acted like all cool, calm, and collected, and like they weren't bothered. They might have literally gotten into their spiritual path and started doing divination because of being stuck on you. So in a way, it's kind of like spiritually, they have to give you your props because you led them to get in some kind of enlightenment. So while you and your person were trying to figure out this third party, and your person was definitely trying to figure out how they could come back to you and trying to manifest you, and you were still grieving and trying to work through this stuff, this third party was like having their awakening and kind of looking at the Akashic records and like figuring out like, oh shit, this is what happened, and actually kind of figuring out some like past life contacts and stuff that they've had with you, and like what the karmic cycles are here with you. And I think that was like, I don't know, it's like it started them on their spiritual path. So you have the Four of Wands, we have Strength, and we have the Chariot. So your person's definitely been trying to come back to you. We still have a lot of cards to go through, but you probably had some time where you felt them come back towards you, or right now they're really trying to come back towards you. But at the same time, they're coming towards you by going towards their life goals and trying to build their life. This third party is still hanging on, still trying to feel like, okay, I'm always, you know, we have the infinity symbol again. I'm always going to come back around to you. I've learned some spiritual stuff to try to deal with you, to try to get you not to be angry with me. I've learned how to be more graceful. Haven't you seen I've changed? Meanwhile, some of you went over here and you either had gotten engaged, or you had moved on. You had, you know, got your diploma. You made gains in business. You'd have been celebrating having a child. You've had other things that went on and are looking like you're living this good life, and this is just motivating this person to keep coming towards you, but by getting their life together. But at the same time, they still have this little bit of a player vibe, but definitely grown up from that Knight of Wands reversed. Okay, Knight of Pentacles reversed, we have the Ten of Cups reversed, and the Two of Cups reversed. Yeah, I do feel like they did have another cycle, this third party and your person, and again, they just keep finding, like, just getting more and more disenchanted with each other. They keep figuring out more and more like this isn't working, especially if they're Leo or water sign or have strong Gemini or Virgo in their chart. For you, you might have been focused on your day-to-day life, going through some health concerns, going through, should you go back to school or changing up your career path, something of that nature. But, you're still figuring out ways to be happy, and they're figuring out that long-term this isn't quite working for them. So they're going back and forth and trying to figure out what they want, what really fits. I think, again, your person did go back and forth between trying to maybe accommodate them. Maybe they help them financially in some way, because this person, the third party, does seem to be thinking about, maybe they're like, well, the reason why I've been acting like this because we haven't had a kid yet, or because we haven't been financially stable. So, trying to go back and forth and figure out what is really needed. There could have been something significant that happened at a gathering or something with the holidays, something of that nature. But I think throughout this, you've been finding self-love, you've been glowing up, you've been realizing more and more that if you really wanted this situation, you could call your person towards you. That although they might seem to treat you both the same in some ways, that they do lean more towards affection towards you, and that maybe it's just like practicality, or because they have the same culture or something, or they did have a family with this other person, or the family like the third party, that was their connection. But you're realizing more and more the power of your soul connection, and just having more of your self-love, growing as you're moving forward, especially if you're a Pisces, or if you're a Taurus. I feel like that was really growing with you. Three of Pentacles reversed. You could have blocked this person at some point. And actually, I think you might have blocked this person right when they had broken up with this third party. Okay, so you might have missed some tea. And this person, your person, decided to like blossom out more. I do think they're getting gains in their career. They're starting to make, big leaps of success. But they do have that energy with the Emperor and the World card showing up in theirs, that as they grow, they realize that this person isn't who they really wanted. For some reason, they can't always just let them go. We have two infinity signs, so they're connected to you and they're connected to this person, and they're trying to figure out what is the real relationship, what's the healthy one, and which one's practical in the physical world. We have Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, and we have, Capricorn energy. Okay, you might have even had to block this third party because you thought that they were watching you, spying on you, and they were. Okay, Four of Swords reversed. Four of Cups. Yeah, I think they made themselves sick trying to watch you all the time. And you were like, I ain't trying to look at you. Like, let me just go to bed. Maybe you have burnt yourself out too, trying to spy around or whatever. And meanwhile, your person's going through the gigs. They're facing their shadow. They're feeling creeped out. They're starting to, like, their psychic gifts are very strong. They could be very emotional. They're having telepathy and downloads and astral travel and all of this, and feeling very creeped out. Having to go, like, realizing they still have to go through this dark tunnel in this cave if they're going to get to you and reconnect and fix all this kind of soul history. All right. And I think a lot of you, we're just trying to do some pain management, how to handle like grieving, how to handle feeling like, like this freaking third party, man. They keep coming back. It's like this third party. I mean, maybe they did try to grow and evolve. We did see them hit the High Priestess, but it's like they just keep reinventing themselves, Like a Hydra. You cut off one head, they're like, how about this version of me? You're like, go away. I remember when you threw the dynamite at me and pushed me down and bullied me in school. Like, go away, third party. And they're like, how about now? What if I'm the High Priestess? What if I'm a Page of Pentacles? Look at me, just innocent. So Page, they could have had a kid for some of you. Or this third party just, they had one of those things where all of a sudden you saw them, they were looking young, they were looking fresh, they were looking like they're starting new things in life, and they're trying to offer it. So they could have proposed to your person. If you heard them like get engaged or something, it was this third party's idea. Or if you saw them having kids, this third party was really trying to catch them up. And some of you feel like that almost ended you. It was very difficult to experience. Or you might have, for those of you who are school age, you felt like, oh my God, you just saw them together at school all of a sudden, they were together, and you just, oh my gosh, it was so hard for you. But you still did good though. You guys were like, I'm not gonna let this end me, I'm not gonna let this, I'm gonna feel it, I'm gonna go to the bottom of it, and I'm gonna move on with my life. And you were like, I have real shit to deal with in the physical world anyways, okay? Yes. But for some reason, as your person grows, as they get more money in the world, as they get more self-confidence, they feel like, you know what, I'm out of the league of this third party. Like, why do I keep settling for them? Like, what is that? Like, I feel like they're annoying themselves, and they have times where they just completely ignore this third party. They don't answer their messages. They don't talk to them. Even if they're married, they could even go for weeks and they don't talk to them. They just avoid them. Maybe they travel on the road for business, or they just say they're working overtime, and they're not really, messing with someone like that. Maybe if you're not interacting with them, but they're just like, they're tired of it. Like, I don't know. They just are recognizing this game of this third party. Queen of Swords reverse. Yeah, this third party is just like, I feel like your person's like, I have broken up with you so many times. Like, how do we keep ending up being together? Like, why are you showing up at things at my mom's house? Like, it's, or like if you're in school still, it's like where all of a sudden that third party will just go in front of everyone and just like hold their hand of your person, and your person's just like, oh, okay, like, I thought, like, I've told you, like, I'm catching on, you do this, like I said, we're not together, I used to fall for that, but not anymore. Like, you can't just socially bully me into being with you. And this person does that. This person can have Venus energy, Taurus and Libra, but they have it in a very kind of abusive way. Maybe they have strong Saturn or Pluto in negative ways around it. They just don't have the higher expression of their Venus. They could have Venus in Capricorn or Aries, and they're very manipulative with their Venusian energy, regardless of gender, right? We all have the Venus in our chart, and so they know how to use social dynamics to like bully this person into being with them. Some of them, it's like they even work in the same field, so they might work in banking, or they might work in social justice, or like I'm getting landlords, or so real estate, or lawyers or something. So it's just like where it becomes awkward, and when they're out at business meetings and brunch and stuff, it's like this third party keeps acting like they're together, and then everyone just thinks they're together, okay? And so for you, I think that you kind of peep that, and you're like, yeah, they're just kind of going along with the situation, but I feel like you leave me no choice. Like, I end up having to back out because you don't make a choice. You don't fully just burn this person off. So it's like this social Libra energy, but off kilter, because it's all reversed that you guys feel. Seven of Pentacles. So you just been waiting, baby. You've been waiting. Okay, they got the Devil reversed, the Page of Wands. So again, I feel like your person has tried to throw off this third party so many times, and I wouldn't lie to you. You guys know, I mean, listen to number one. I'll tell you if I'm like, no, they really have a soul connection with this third party. I will tell you the truth. But I feel like in this situation, they have some karma to deal with. The karma's done. Your person has had growth through it, and they're just like, why what am I gonna have to do? Do I have to throw some stick of dynamite at you? Leave me alone, third party. Like, damn. And you just felt like, I can't go down that toxic cycle anymore. But I think this third party guilt trips them, and the third party might have said, remember when I was with you, and when you had nothing, remember? And then you're gonna do me like this. So again, they have a very manipulative, like, air earth way of kind of bullying your person, where they will feel like, oh, after all I've done for you, and what is everyone gonna say if they find out, like, now you're in a penthouse, and now you just don't care anymore. You're just trying to dump me because, like, maybe your person's a little famous. I've talked about before how there's different ways of gold digging, right? So people who feel like, oh, well, I was there at the beginning, right? And it's no, like, no, you were, it was abusive from the beginning. So just because you were here before I blew up doesn't mean that I'm bad because I want to get someone who is healthy for me, who's on my caliber. Like, I should have picked someone else from the beginning, right? But this third party might say, oh, so you just trying to leave me after I was your day one, and you just trying to go, and how's that going to look to everybody? I bet everyone's just going to say that you're changing up, right? You're trying to change up. You think you're better than me now, or you're just, and they're like, no, I just realized that you're a toxic person. So they feel like they're not really the partner that they want to be with this third party. They really do, and they might feel like they owe it. Maybe their families are very intertwined, maybe their religions, their backgrounds, their finances. Maybe they had done some vows to this person, whether it was promise rings or engagements, or they had a kid together, or they were married or something. So they felt like, for their values of who your person wants to be, they're again, they try to come from a Knight of Wands reverse to trying to be responsible and learn and grow in a relationship. So it messes with them because they're like, well, I don't want to be some disrespectful player and everything. I don't want to be how I was. So maybe I should have to, take care of you or something of that nature, because they're trying to be a better person. And they want to, some of them could have lost like a father figure or a parental figure, and they felt like they want to make them proud. They don't want to feel like their grandparent or whatever would think that they were just like a horrible person and not take care of someone they have been with. So there could be something like that, or there could be some kind of health concern that the third party is like, you know that I can't, go and work and stuff with my mental health, or that I had a loss or whatever, and you're just gonna leave me out here. So there's a lot of guilt tripping that this third party does, especially if they are an air sign or if they are earth sign, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or if they're Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Okay. Meanwhile, you've been over here really going through things by yourself, okay, and trying to save everyone else around you. I feel like you guys you have really good water energy. You guys have, you're very empathic. You have a very good heart. And so you're over here trying to take care of yourself and everyone else, but you might have had to put your foot down. You have learned to be sharper. You have learned to, have a little coldness to you, as far as you realize that if you don't stand up for yourself and protect yourself, you can't be there for everybody. So you could have, again, blocked or even called off or kind of went off on your person because you were like, look, I can't let you treat me this way. Like I've learned and grown too. And now they're to the point they're like, yeah, I see that. So they might not say anything. They just might be quiet if you go off on them, and you might be like, are you ghosting me? They are not ghosting. As far as energetically, they are not ghosting you. They are paying attention to hook, line, and sinker, like you got them by the ankle, to everything that you are saying. But they might just look at your message and just, it's like light bulbs explode in their head like fireworks, because you're calling them out or you're putting your boundaries. I think they're actually proud of you that you're standing up to them, because they realize that in the past they were greedy, they were overindulgent, they were just taking advantage of your good heart, and now they've had someone who treats them that way, and they're realizing like, shit, this is what that's like. And so they're, I think, very proud of you, and I think that they honor the spaces between you. Some of you are at a distance, and that's why your person doesn't step forward, because they're like, well, we're across seas, or we're quarantined across from each other. This person could feel like in 2021, when there's not, the quarantine, the pandemic, which is when I'm recording this, or whatever the case is in your time that you're watching this, they'll feel like after this, whatever event or this pause, then I'll come and connect with you. Some of you see your person in spiritual centers, so they feel like, well, I can't just come over there during, ceremonies, prayers, church, whatever, and holler at you. But yeah, this third party, they, I think they see, if they're still around your person, they see when their eyes just kind of glaze over and they're looking into the distance sometimes, and they feel that they're communicating with you. They feel that you are energetically, because remember, they got the High Priestess, right? They feel when your person is vibing to you, and you're very conscious. So even in your waking mind, you will hear things clairaudiently from your person. You will hear music. Your person sends you music a lot. Okay, they think in music. They could be a musician of some sort, or a performance artist. So you pick that up, and their person just has to sit there like, or not their person, sorry, the third party, the person that they brought into this is what I mean by that. It's just sitting here like, it's almost like their bags are packed, but they're sitting there not leaving. Like, just awkward, okay? The Lovers, you love this person. You really do. Just very pure-heartedly. See that this is the card at the beginning when I was shuffling. I saw the Queen of Pentacles reverse, and that I knew that was the third party when I saw it. Yep. I feel like your person wants to defend you and protect you. I think that, again, they've talked a lot of crap. They don't let this person, you might feel like they let this person just stomp all over you, but they don't. They really don't. They could have, even if they're married to this person, they don't let them just treat you bad. They don't let them, you know, if they try to say, oh yeah, well, your girlfriend, or, oh yeah, your man over there, they don't let them speak negatively of you. Some of you, I feel like most of you, you haven't tried to like break them up or anything. You just kind of let them be. Even if you felt like, well, we're the real soulmates here, you just were like, I'll make my choice based on how you act. All right, I ain't coming over here. I'm not going to act outside myself. I'm going to keep it real cute, real respectful. And I've actually been done wrong. You came and crashed my situation, right? And so they don't let this person speak bad to you. They're just like, you have no room to be talking negatively about them, okay? Maybe you have room to, you know, be upset as far as with me, because your person feels like the third party, you know, maybe they have room if they have kids together or they have a family together. The third party's like, no, you talk to me about it, like you deal with me, because I'm the one who has the feelings or whatever, but you don't come for my person over there, right? They don't let them come for you. But I feel like this, they see this person as their ex. They see them as someone that they might have litigation or paperwork or business that they don't want. They see them as somebody that they argue with, they fight with, they get angry, but they always re-engage. Like, maybe they do get engaged over and over again, but, or they just, maybe they can't deal with the fact that it feels like a failure to let this relationship go with this third party. It could be tied to, because remember, they connected with this person when they felt severely insecure. So it's almost like they want to outgrow this relationship and have, but in some ways it's like to let it fully go makes it feel like that they were valid and feeling like they were nothing when they got with this person, and it feels like that era of their life was an even bigger failure, and I don't think they know how to heal that and detach and move on from it. So it's like they fight this person. Their energy is like repulsed, but then, you know, if you're intensely repelling something, then you're engaging with that energy, right? And law of attraction. So they're so focus on trying to reject the situation or fighting with this person that it's pulling them back into the cycle. All right. And you get hit in the debris. But I think they've turned down a lot of offers with this person. If they are, you know, in separation a lot, I think this person, the third party, has reached out to them many times and been like, let's have another kid, or let's travel together, or whatever. I think they've said, okay, look, I thought that we were very similar. Maybe we literally have the same backgrounds, cultures, or whatever, but, you know, my beliefs are changing. I want someone who is different. They might have even stepped into, your person might have been claiming their sexuality. Okay, so they might not have been, let's say that they've embraced themselves as transgender or non-binary or LGBTQ plus, and but they hadn't when they were with this third party. So or they hadn't fully embraced their whole spectrum of self, you know. So maybe they're like bisexual or pansexual or something, and so you might be concerned about that. Like, okay, yes. So I do feel like your person is still coming to terms with who they are. They're still trying to embrace their different wants and desires, their different cultural connections, and just kind of deprogramming a lot. And so some of the old programming that this third party would use to triangulate. I keep using such possessive terms for this third party, so I feel like for a lot of you this has been going on a long time, or you've put so much energy to this that you're almost like, it's like you're connected to this third party too. Maybe you guys are from the same soul fam, or, you know, on a distant planet and star or whatever, you guys had some interaction together. But yeah, there could be this over-identification, and it's like you both you want to be free. You both want to be free from this third-party dynamic. We have Sagittarian energy here. All right. I think you guys are doing good. Like, I think like clicking on this video was a good step for you. I think getting this far in the reading is a good step for you, because maybe in the past you just only wanted to hear fluffy things about this connection and it wasn't for your healthiest. You're like, I need friends who will tell me what it really is. I need to remember I have the right to have my own boundaries. Like, I can love this person and be this very forgiving, sparkly soulmate and stuff, but still, you know, put my foot down. And so it's important that you guys remember that. Even if you're tough to other people, I'm seeing the fist here. You guys could have Scorpio energy. You have a big soft spot for this person. And again, even to this third party, I think that you're quite often very compassionate. For you guys, it has read that this third party is romantic, but maybe they're not. Maybe they are a friend or a family member or something that has triangulated a lot in this connection. But it's important to remember that you deserve to have your blessings, your roses, your gifts, and your love in this life too, right? You should be able to have that on a day-to-day, and you shouldn't have to delay that for this person. So just your reminder to take care of yourself and make sure that you're being treated well. I think that this your person over here just tends to, you know, again, they're kind of everybody's type. Everyone's attracted to them, everyone's drawn to them, and they tend to just get in very messy situations where everybody is attracted. It's like multiple love triangles. Just everyone's attracted to everybody else around them with their friends, and maybe they didn't see always the healthiest examples growing up, even either in their own family or just like the schools they went to or something, were very messy with everybody having very competitive, petty relationships. And so they do get kind of sucked back into this, and then have to remember to release from that dynamic. They could still have friends from this era that are friends with this third party, maybe specifically again because this third party plays that shady kind of society pressure game. They could have Gemini, Virgo, again Libra energy here. So they might even like call up, the third party might call up some mutual friend and stuff and be like, oh, so and so is trying to break up with me again or whatever, and then everyone comes and attacks your person. Okay, we have Death reversed. You just like, you're like, I just can't quit you. I just can't quit you. Hierophant reverse and Empress reverse. So yeah, if this is a Taurus, I feel like this, if the third party is a Taurus, or if your person's a Taurus, I feel like they have definitely like let this person go many times, like officially broken up or drawn up documents, all that kind of stuff. Again, they seem to be rejecting whatever originally bonded them. As far as if it was like, well, we're the same culture, or we're the same religion, or we took vows. I feel like all that stuff is to the point that it's just wearing thin on your person, and they're like, you know what, you know, I don't care if we go to school, the same school, and you know, let's say you don't go to the same school as they go to or something. They're just like, you know what, I don't care anymore. Like, I don't have to have someone who's just my exact imprint, looks like me, acts like me, whatever. You know what I mean? Or maybe I'm different. I've grown. Like, I'm not who you or my parents or whatever told me to be. Like, I'm just not. I don't. Maybe I was born into this class of society or whatever, but I want to date someone else. I feel like you guys watch Made in Heaven. It is on Amazon, y'all, but they charge me anyways with their scandalous stuff, so I got Prime Video on there. I was like, how many times did I disconnect my card? They still charge me. I don't know how. Anyways, scandalous. So not trying to plug them, but it's a really good series. It's based out of India, and they have all different kinds of relationships on there. For class, they talk about class differences, gender differences, and all different kinds of stuff on there, but they're matchmakers. Okay, and I feel like you guys could relate to that, because you see relationships evolve, you see the backstories of what actually happens behind some of these so-called power couples. You see how people can be very forced by their family or gender dynamics, or, you know, belief systems or politics or something, to try to be in a relationship together, and that's not what they want. And I feel like you guys could really relate to that. This pillow here looks like the wheel. So Your person could have strong Sagittarius, or maybe some Jupiter or ninth house transits are just encouraging them to like break out of this connection. It wasn't actually what you really wanted. It's like they didn't even know their own Venus in their own chart. Our Venus shows us our wants and our desires, and they're awakening to that. And it's just like, no, I want something different. I am different. Let me be who I am, okay? And you over here, you have these like, you're going through like these rebellious transits, and you're kind of resisting. Maybe you're worried that if you grow into your power, this person won't like you, but I think that actually guides them. Like, you're very plutonic over here, and you're like, oh, they just want something nice and like Venusian and, you know, socially acceptable. And actually they're like, no, like, I just want to be free. I want to break up all of this, you know, energy. I want to break up from this other person. We have Magician reverse, Page of Swords reverse, and Knight of Cups. So yeah, I think that everyone kind of, all of y'all involved need to like let go of this old school storyline. A lot of you did go to school and stuff with each other, or were school age, or still holding on to themes from how the dating styles of school, you know what I mean, when you guys interacted. And maybe it's just each individually, you all didn't have very good friendships and dating lessons in your younger years. So even if you're meeting in midlife or something, you're just like, don't know how to date, don't know how to interact kind of vibe. I do feel like this third party is going to keep spying. I think that they could be on your profile for some of you. They could be watching you under a different name. They could be a subscriber. If you're an influencer, they're a subscriber, point blank. They could even, I don't know why I'm getting this, but they could even have their name typed backwards or something as their screen name. Some kind of play on their name, okay? And yeah, they've watched, they've interacted, they've done all of that kind of thing. So just keep that in mind. They could be saving some of your information or something, or kind of tracking like your location of where you're at based on where your person is, to see. So some of you, there's been a lot of catch and release, and your person's been single and then back with this person, or single and then back with this person, or they never, there are a few of you where they didn't officially date, but they were just always like, this was the sidekick bestie that you suspected that they had interacted with or whatever. So I do feel like they've had something with this person. There was times they had romantic feelings for them, but they are moving away from that and wanting to offer something to someone in the future. And if you're in the future, then it would be you, you know, as an option. But if you're not in their future, if you're stuck in the past, I think that they will be, you know, releasing anyone who is from their past. I think that they're just really super done with their past. Yeah, so try to watch what you're manifesting, because if you're just focused on like the pain of the situation, I don't think that you will catch this person as they're trying to evolve. Yeah, your energy's tapping out, your cards are done before theirs, and you've right now, okay, so it's important you see this. Right now you're deciding that you're a loser in this situation, and that you don't see an end, and you don't see how it can change, and that's just what it's going to be. And that's the energy that you're putting out. You're like, I'm tapping out, I decide, I fold my cards. So you can decide to tap out, but you want to be on the winning hand either way, okay? Let's see. They have the Two of Pentacles. They might try to get this person jealous by dating someone else or something of that nature. Oh, rooster baby. Yeah, this person does not want to be alone, though. Your person does not determine that they're going to be alone. They might have focused on work or studies for a while, or their health, and now they definitely will be wanting to have a partner moving forward. And this third party, again, they could move on and actually find another soulmate, but they're always going to try to triangulate and hope to get your person back. They're going to send messages. They're going to try to make them jealous. It's like, even if they do find this, like their healthier soulmate or something, I don't know, it's like they're gonna go and make sure that your person gets messages about it and tries to hurt their feelings and stuff, and hope that they didn't grow on and get healthy. I do feel like this person, it depends. To be honest, we're kind of split. Some of you, your person will always go back to this person, and they're gonna decide to be together on a soulmate level. We have the High Priestess, you know, way back here for the third party, so they will call this person back to them and say, no, we are truer soulmates, and that's what it is. But for some of you, they're going to block they're gonna block this third party and they're not gonna deal with them anymore. Yeah, for some of you, if your person's a fire sign, I think they'll block the third party. If they're a water sign, they could go back to the third party, okay? Yeah, but either way, they're gonna have options of whether or not to accept this offer from the third party and continue this connection. And they might be having a hard time because, to be honest, this third party might have cheated on them at some point, and they might have found out way later about it, or later than it had happened. Like they might have, let's say they got engaged or got married or had a kid, and then they found out they had been cheated on all along, or they had been cheated on way before. So that could have been a big thing because there's two parties here. So yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Hopefully this can help make a decision. Your person is going to be in their free will. They're not going to sit here and choose based on, oh, you know, this is the soul contract, and you know, this is what I say you're my this kind of soulmate, and that there's just this karmic kind of soulmate. That doesn't matter to them. They're going to choose out of their free will. And even this third party knows that at the end of the day, even if they call this person back to them, your person's going to take the evidence and decide themselves whether, and I'm seeing all elements here too. So all elements, it's not going to be like, oh, well, they just have some bad magic on them and that's why. No, they will make the choice themselves, even if they are called back to this person and the opportunity is created through magic or soul force or whatever, okay? But yeah, I do see for fire signs more likely to leave. If they're fire water dominant, they might decide a little bit for a minute and then leave. Water signs, I think they'll stay with this person. Air signs, I don't really see, because air signs, I think they might get very, very, very caught up with this third party. And earth, I mean, I don't see earth. If your person's an earth sign, I don't see them having much free will besides this person. So I think they're always going to be in each other's life in some kind of capacity, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. I hope this was helpful for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Let me know if you like this kind of style of reading. I just call it thirds. I haven't seen anyone do it exactly like this, but there's so many kinds of styles of reading. So let me know if you like this kind of long form storytelling style. And I'll talk to you again in another one. Bye. All right. We have our last one here, pile 3. I'm afraid it's gonna stop recording. Okay, we're still recording. If you chose pile or deck 3, we're gonna go ahead, cut the deck into 3 and see you, the third party, and your person, what's going on, what has been going on. For some of you, it's going to be a more concise picture. Ace of Cups flipping out, that's really good. Could be water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. A lot of love between you and your person on an emotional or soul level. Hi, baby. Let me get this too. All right. Third party situation, you the third party. These cards are all over. I feel like you guys are pretty excited though. I think you're on a positive energy vibe, releasing negative things. Let's see how we're going. There's a lot of love energy, you guys. Again, yes, could definitely be water signs. You pick mermaids. I'm very drawn to the aquamarine. There could be some communication that's going to be coming in, and your person could just be really excited, very lighthearted and sparkly, excited news coming up. Some of you are going to be finding out you and your person are expecting. So hopefully we get this third party situation cleared up. Third party doesn't have to be someone romantic. It could be a professor, a boss, a parent, a friend that has been kind of getting into this situation, okay? So we're going to do the first cut for you, and then separating the third party and your person, okay? Ooh, I can tell right away that your person has the most cards, so they might have more feelings than you do in this situation, okay? Let's see what's going on. First card's down, High Priestess reverse. So you have some strong spiritual energy with this person, but you might misinterpret it, okay? You might be off a little bit on some of the soul lessons or on your interpretation and information. I would watch I would watch for who you're going to for information and insight and support on this relationship. If you guys are getting counselors and stuff, I would really, really watch who you're trusting. Make sure you're not getting caught up in these negative, false, so-called soulmate journeys and stuff. You know what I'm talking about, that are actually leading you into more karma instead of into a better connection with your person. You don't want to ruin this energy and kind of waste this lifetime. Look at all this entanglement going on, okay? You want to see things clearly and be able to heal. Don't get caught on the power trip, which can be a negative side of the high priestess, and like, well, I got the soul power, I can do whatever I want, I can witch this and that, and actually you're creating a lot of like a ball of yarn. You want to be in that upright position where you're just, you know, adding to what you need spiritually and magically to this connection, and able to interpret the messages and stuff in a healthy way, a holistic way spiritually for you guys, and honor your emotions, but also let the situation be honored for what it is, and listen to the feedback from your person, okay? We have the star reversed, okay? So we have very strong energy so far. We did in pile 1 also have the star and the high priestess come up, although the high priestess was for the third party and the star was for the person for group 1. So maybe some of you did pick 2 groups, but the third party feels like they are kind of connected to both of you, although not always in the most positive way, but they do feel like a deja vu. They definitely get a deja vu feeling where they feel like, yeah, we've done this before, like we've all been connected, we must have some kind of karma or something together. Your person has justice reversed, so your person feels like they are wrong. They feel like they are not picking the right people or having the right contracts. They feel like they are yeah, whoever they're with, they feel like it's the wrong choice or decision, or that they made the wrong choice or decision. All right. Yeah, so your partner feels like there could be kids involved. Baby wants to interact a lot on this one, and I'm seeing these little fishies here. Maybe they're a single parent, kind of like Marlin and Nemo kind of thing. Maybe there was some kind of loss where this could be a situation where maybe someone wants kids and someone can't have kids, or someone doesn't want children or chose not to have them, and that could be a thing. Either maybe your person didn't want to have kids and didn't want to adopt or something. Someone could have stopped an adoption or didn't feel like they could take on someone else's kids with you or the third party, okay? We have judgment for you, strength for them, and 10 of Pentacles. So a lot of major arcana so far. You guys definitely are feeling like, okay, cosmic timing is past. We're supposed to have figured this out. Like, you're definitely my soulmate. You're definitely my person. But I can tell that, like, 2020 has been a crap show. I don't know. I can tell that we're supposed to be together, but I don't know how to get there. But I feel like I'm angry. I'm upset. I've exploded our bubble many times and trying to get a proper reaction out of the situation, but we need to be together, okay? We need to figure this out. The third party is feeling like they feel like they know how to handle your person. They feel like they know how to get certain results out of them. At the same time, they do feel like your person is like, they have to let them go. Like, your person needs to escape and move on to what is best for them, kind of like they don't really have a choice. It's either like see all the life and spirit drain out of your person, or just let them go and do what they do. So yeah, I feel like there's something about family, and who they're going to create a family with, and like who they're going to add into their lineage, and who they can see themselves getting old with, and having stable legacy in a very practical way in this lifetime that is very, very important to your person and affecting how they weigh in their decision, okay? They could be leaning towards their family member. If the third party is a family member, they are leaning more towards the, honoring the family member. They could feel like, you brought me into this world, we might have had issues, but they're not somebody who just wants to leave their family because there's issues. They feel like, no, like, I want us to be healthy. I want us to have longevity together. Like, I don't know, people tend to be like that about marriages, like, oh, don't leave your partner, work it out, like, have a happy ending, but they're not like that about family. families, and your person's like that about families. So if they do have, some of them have Uranus or Saturn or Pluto on their moon or something, and they have very rough childhoods, but they're like, I want my family to have a happy ending. Like, why is that so hard to understand? Like, I want us to do well together, you know? And so they could be kind of, they're the child who might have to go and parent the elders kind of thing. Although they might have been very reckless when they were a child, and some of them did go through, they might have been adopted, they could have went through foster care, they could have been in group homes and stuff, and they're trying to reconnect and find who they are, find their family. And so who they're attracted to for partners could change as they are discovering different aspects of themselves, and as they're trying to figure out what family dynamic do they want. Do they want someone who just feels like they can give them that stable, you know, stereotypical family, you know, vacation, family home kind of vibe? Or do they want someone who kind of matches kind of the wildness within and what they've been through and really understands where they come from? Okay, so they could be kind of stuck between two different sides like that. I feel like with this third party, they feel like this person doesn't really get them. Like, in some ways they might be similar, they might have similar ethnicity or something, but I don't think they had similar experience like in their shoes necessarily, and they could be confused about how much you do or don't relate. They don't really know, and you might be the same. Like, I think that I relate to them, but I'm not sure. Maybe in some ways I know I don't, but in other ways I thought we did. So it seems unclear. Like, it's like you guys are trying to match up papers and see like how much do we actually relate to each other. Do we understand where we're coming from? Okay, I think your past and your history and family to you is actually very important too with Chariot, because the Chariot's a card of Cancer, and we always see the city in the background on the traditional Chariot. So the charioteer, the gladiator, never forgets where they came from and how they're fighting their way through all of this like oppression and stuff, right? Because gladiators get thrown in the ring, they have to fight off lions, and the charioteer has found the hidden messages with the lions and seen that they are actually sphinxes, and they're traveling out and able to reach their goals and ambitions, right? And they have this drive to keep overcoming, but they never forget where they came from or what's motivating them. So you have a similar vibe, and part of you feels like you could, you feel a sense of home with this person, and you feel like you guys could reach ambitions or goals together. All right. Yeah, your person really just doesn't want to have karmic energy of any sort with anyone. They feel like they've had touches of negative karma and vibes with both of you, and they haven't really gotten to the treasures of the situation as much as they want to. Also, the third party feels like, okay, for all this investment that we've done together, like where's the benefit? Like, where's the benefit? And I feel like in some ways you feel kind of your energy is kind of ahead of both of theirs as far as how fulfilled you feel with how far you've come in life. They both feel very disenchanted and like they wish that they had achieved more. I do feel it's like the third party might have been a little bit more privileged and kind of squandered some of their privilege a little bit, or just be someone who's very discontent no matter where they are in life. I do feel like for your person, a lot of them again seem to have come from very, very, very hard times, whether they show it or not. They could have experienced someone in their home having been locked up. They could have been locked up. There could have been juvie. There could have been so many different things where they felt like they were meant to not have good things in life. They were meant to have them withheld, okay? Is the feeling here. If they did grow up, like let's say that they ended up having a stepfather or someone who had a lot of abundance, they were still be made to feel like this isn't yours and you don't get this. Like, you know, you should be so lucky that you're even allowed to be in this household kind of vibe, okay? So again, there's that energy of who do they connect with and how do they put down roots. We have death reverse. So I think you've had like almost all major arcana. You've only had one minor arcana here, so you have no small feelings about this person. Very watery, intense, powerful energy. Death reverse. You do kind of want to save this person. You do feel like you do have a part of you that feels like they can't quite make it without you, which I would caution against because they can make it through anything. So you don't want to get into like a savior mode about them for sure. And I think also though, you feel like part of you can only be touched by this person, that they're the only ones who can really reach you. And you also want to make sure not to feel like that way about yourself and kind of limit yourself. Hi, baby. Okay. I feel like the third party in this situation feels like they don't have much choice. Like they feel something, you know, that brews under the surface with your person, and they feel like either way, the choice is going to be made by your person of what happens, and the best they can do is like damage control and kind of try to like negotiate with the volcano kind of vibe. And they never know when your person's going to blow. They could have a rather explosive relationship behind the scenes, and they don't really know how to control it. Okay, we have the King of Wands reversed. So we could have Leo, Aries, Sag. I haven't really been saying zodiac signs. There's a lot of Scorpio. There's a lot of Cancer, Pisces. There could be Taurus here. Yeah, and Leo, Aries, Sag. You guys could be tied to LA, Dubai, Florida, somewhere in South America kind of vibe. The islands, Bahamas, Jamaica. Okay, I'm getting a lot of vibes like that. So, and one of you could be kind of like inland. So some of you, there's distance between you. You guys could have met through school, and there could again be hierarchy with one of the families where somebody is like from a well-to-do family, and that could be weighing into things. We have strong Venus energy again. I think some of you picked more than one pile because I'm seeing a little bit of repetitious themes, although slightly different stories. Okay, you might have picked one pile for a past story, one for a future or current story. I think you saw the potential in this person, and maybe they had really awesome hair. Oh my gosh, Goldilocks, or not even Goldilocks because she was scandalous, but flowing locks. They could have curls, awesome wigs, just natural hair popping, coils popping. Okay. There could have been something about hair. Maybe you guys felt like the hair choice was part of why they chose who they chose or something. Could have been something cultural with hair, okay, that went on. Maybe they significantly cut their hair because of a loss or something. Yeah, there's something with hair here. But I feel like this person, you didn't call this person. You didn't call them at a certain time that was significant. And it's so interesting. I've never really looked at her full tail. However, I never looked at that. But underneath her tail is almost like a betta fish. This empress here, and it goes into purples and fuchsias. This person had so much passion for you, and they feel like at some point you didn't call them when they gave you an extension. They gave you, and they're sitting there waiting like, hello. Okay, so this person has, regardless of gender, they have kind of an empress energy. They're used to people coming to them. They're used to people, and I feel like this other person would write them stories and books and like all of this. And maybe at one point you had communicated to them, were very passionate, but maybe it wasn't on the right mode. Like maybe you were supposed to call them, but you just only sent emails or memes or something, or there's something where they were waiting to hear from you and they didn't, and they felt like, well, I guess that's my sign. Like, you know, there's something there where they feel like you actually took off. You actually chose someone else. Maybe you dated a Sagittarius or a fire sign or a Scorpio instead. And maybe you went off traveling and they had went to school or something. Maybe you had heard that they were going to have kids with someone else, or that there was a change in their family. Some of you, there could have even been something about like their parent was pregnant. So some of you are a little bit younger, but and you just like that was a big deal in their life, like their sister or their mom or someone was having a kid, and you just were impatient with the fact that they had other family things or other people to take care of, and it kind of put a wedge in things, whereas this other person was more tolerant because they're used to family demands and dynamics, or they're used to kind of more religious structure or school structure. Okay. Two of Cups reversed, the Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, so the third party seems more patient for whatever it is that your person had to birth out, whereas I feel like you made them defend themselves about things and their choices, and it made you feel very disenchanted, and then subconsciously you felt like, well, you're not right for me, and you started pushing this person away, and then they like went into like, look, it's like glacier elf mode. Okay, they're just like super mad, super like, fine then, that's what it is, and they just push back. Okay, and this, I feel like this third party was so happy about it because they're like, oh wow, you're not gonna compete, you're not going to you know, you're not gonna challenge this. Like they just felt, look, sparkles, fairies, rainbows. They were super happy because they could have felt like they thought it was gonna take a lot more to try to infiltrate your situation. Okay. We have Knight of Cups reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. They felt like this is a lucky turn. Your person felt very upset about it, but they're like, oh well, might as well take the opportunity that's here now. Okay, they kind of had a Keanu Reeves moment about it. Super sad, super mopey. They could have tons of Virgo and Cancer in their chart. Water, Virgo, Cancer kind of placements going on. And you're over here, you might have some water too, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And you just were like, damn, why did I just hurt my own feelings? And this third party was like, yay, Christmas for me. You know, wow, I didn't think I was going to be, I thought they were out of my league. I thought that you had them, but guess I got lucky. Okay. And just took off with it. Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords reverse. Yeah, they felt like they just got away with a steal, okay? They could have even got this person engaged, married, or very, very seriously committed. Look, it's like he got the ring on. He ain't a single lady no more, okay? And now he looks so mad, like, oh, I got took, y'all. I got took. And then it's like you find out this information later, like, whoa, they went to some kind of next level. What the? Okay. Yes, you had your aha moment a little bit later. Or you might have, you know, realized after you put your foot in your mouth just how you sent that message. You said, unsend? No, I can't unsend it. Okay. And you said, well, it's out the bag now. Look, the mermaid's out the net now. Okay. I'm in trouble. I don't know what y'all sent or what y'all said. Page of Swords. Oh my gosh. At some point, this third party intercepted your messages. Queen of Pentacles. Yes. Because see how there's the king and queen of pentacles. At some point you thought you were talking to your person and you were talking to this third party. They had grabbed their phone, especially if the third party or your person is an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You thought you were getting a message from your person, or that you were getting blocked by your person, but it was the third party, the earth sign, who did it. And again, they felt like it was freaking Christmas. And your person felt like this was toxic. They felt like it was controlling. They felt like a fool at a circus. They felt like there was no way that you would be taking them back or interacting with them again. Like it was over. That's it. Okay. Six of Pentacles reversed, the Queen of Cups, and the Sun card. So then this person tried to go, and the third party was like, okay, now we can have a relationship. I can feel comfortable, and I can we had the same energy in, I think, the first pile, where I got the vibe that the third party was kind of putting on your personality and kind of putting on some of your energy. Okay, so if this is for, if you came in later to the reading, some of this is, or later to the relationship and they were already together, some of this isn't going to resonate 100% with you. But if you were kind of with this person first, or they had been around this person but they weren't together until you guys started interacting, that's when most of this is going to hit for you. Okay, we have Leo here. We have Leo, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be Virgo, Capricorn placements. So I feel like, yeah, they were like, okay, I guess we're engaged, or we're married, or whatever, or we're thinking about having kids over here. And it's so weird because the way I'm looking at this hand doesn't look like it's actually hers like this one does, but this one looks like it's someone else reaching into the picture. So they ended up getting this person to feel like they were the third party was emotionally dependent upon your person. They see how they have their hands up like they have to help them here. So they could have ended up making them feel like, oh, they have to help them, they have to take care of them, they're so sensitive. Somehow they got it switched up, like, oh no, I'm the sensitive one, I'm just so vulnerable. Maybe they have like a water moon, so they could kind of manipulate like that or something. Okay, could be water moons and sun connections here going on. Yeah, and you were just out here like, me, I need some help. I need some help. No? Okay. We got Nine of Pentacles reversed, Three of Swords reversed, and the Moon. Yeah, so there could be some strong Sun-Moon contacts that were very manipulated. They could have known astrology and known how to play their Sun and Moon. I feel like this person always felt very emotional about you in this situation, but they also felt like somehow the third party engaged like the healer in your person and made them feel like they needed to be nurturing, parental, caring somehow, because we have the King and Queen of Pentacles, your person felt like, and we have the Sun and Moon. So they felt like they needed to engage in the situation. They needed to kind of reparent themselves and learn how to be a healthy partner. They needed to heal this poor old third party, because remember, the third party had felt like strength, like they had to let go of your person, and the whale's there, and here the whale is beaching it, passed away. So they could have held stuff against them from way back in the past and made them feel like, oh, you rejected me, you hurt me, that's why I acted out, that's why I did this and that, you owe me. And you're over here like, I ain't trying to be single, what about me? So you might have went on and dated someone else. Yeah, because you feel like, I'm over here getting woke, I'm not trying to be froze out. Like, what do I look like? Okay, Ice Cube? No. All right. And they ended up really, probably showing off. The third party probably were showing them off a lot, putting them all over the social media, maybe taking like sensual pictures with them and all this kind of stuff, and just kind of show off their connection. And your person was just still trying to heal and trying not to trigger them, trying to make sure they're okay, and feeling very like you were just cold to them. You didn't even think they existed no more. Maybe they tried to interact with you a few times and you were just like, nah, whatever, bye. Okay. And this third party was just feeling like we're lovers, and so your person again is just healing, just feeling like I have to take care of this poor third party, especially if they're an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or if they're a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag. Like this, third party, I just gotta take care of them. And the third party could have been like, yes, lover, I need you for my, my stability, and we're such good counterparts, like we're soulmates, and so now that I got you, I'm gonna show you all the good side. Like I'm just like that to everyone else, but to you, you're my person, so I will feel like, third party will be nice to the person, right? Tower reverse, Hermit reverse, and the Three of Cups. But at some point, your person either found you and you're the one they're cheating with, a third party or something, or they found someone else, okay? Or they could have again gotten some information at a later point about the fact that their person was out there acting single, ready to mingle, when they were supposed to be lovers and tied down forever, okay? And your person found out about it, and they said, oh, three can play at that game, okay? Third's a party. Shoot, I can join in too if you're doing that, okay? They could have connected with you and you thought you was gonna fall over and die. You said, what? How you connected with me? I really don't get too much for this reading, like where you guys were already together and the third party broke it up, like that you guys were together for a long time. All right, I'm not getting too many. There might be a few of you, because I just got a peek of that energy where you're like, this is my husband, and this person came around out of nowhere. Most of it feels like you guys all kind of got to know each other at the same time, or like no one was officially together. And then you went, when you and this person had chemistry, this third party was like, oh, never mind, I'm not going to be a friend, I'm going to date them too. Or that you came into their relationship is what most of the general energy is showing, okay? But I feel like you guys made it through. Like you guys have made it through this. You learned whatever lessons you felt like you needed to learn. You did whatever you felt like you needed to redo in your life, and you just kind of let them deal with each other, because you said, I want a soulmate. And like soulmate, I feel like you guys were like, look, even if you're my soulmate, you're my person, like I expect more of you. Like, I really expect more of you. Like, I'm not gonna support this behavior you're having where you're being a lesser self. Like, that's not attractive. You need to get yourself together. And your person might have really hated to hear that. I'm feeling like chills go down, like, oh, how could you say that to me? How could you see me that way? How could you depict me that way, right? Maybe this third party would never tell them that because the third party didn't want to feel vulnerable, and they didn't want to feel like to push the person away, right? So they would manipulate in other ways, but they wouldn't just tell them about themselves. And you were like, no, I don't care if the third party is scandalous. Like, you should know better. Like, I'm disappointed in you. You're not acting like who you should be acting like, and you're not being your best self. Like, I hold you to a higher standard. And at some point I feel like, hey, yeah, your person saying, hey, I should listen to that. Maniacal laughter. Baby, look, Scorpio over here, maniacal laughter from baby, Aquarius energy, Gemini energy. So yeah, and you were like, you know what, I expect you to act better. And so this person's like, shoot, like it cut them, it hurt. They're looking at your old messages, their eyes still get big. Their eyes still get big when they're looking at these old messages. Again, they had to look at their gender roles. Penguins switch gender roles, and the ones that are said to be male go and sit on the eggs and stuff, and the ones that are said to be female go and take the long journey and leave and go eat and replenish themselves and stuff. So you guys could have had some swaps of gender roles and things like that, and you challenged them. You challenged them to say, look, all this mess, okay, blaming it on everyone else. What are we 10? Okay, all this triangulation from friends and family and, you know, other parties. Like, get it together. Be a good person. Like, be a freaking good person. Have a healthy masculinity energy, right? Regardless of how we identify, we all have that. You know, overall, the realm's really struggling with toxic masculinity, and to be honest, a lot of toxic so-called femininity too. Let's be real honest. But, you know, just work all that shit out. I ain't trying to deal with that. And so this person's been thinking about that and looking at that. Two of Pentacles, Seven of Wands reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you could be Year of the Rabbit. You could be Pisces. You could be Pisces Year of the Rabbit, or a water rabbit. And I don't know why this never looks, probably because I'm a Pisces, this never looks strange to me to be like, oh, it's a rabbit bouncing on the fish, juggling in front of mermaid children. But it just kind of jumped out at me. And you might be looking at this strange situation like, what is life? Like, what is this connection? You know, like, I'm over here having to wish on a star, pull up a transit, do a tarot reading, you know, all to get to you. Like, that's too much. That's too much. You having me balanced. Like, this person needs to be the loser already. La loser, okay? And you need to get it together. And I think this person is like figuring that out too. And maybe they're finishing up school and business, and they've definitely been taking notes. I told you, they're going back reading what you've told them, how you corrected them, and they're taking notes and what, you know, who you're attracted to, how you do your life. And this person, I feel like this karma has turned against this third party in ways that they were wrong for sure. If you guys came into this situation, I feel like karma is turning on whoever is wrong in this situation. So if you guys came into this person's marriage and stuff and you've been messing around, I will watch out, because there will be a moment when this person's a loser. But I feel like these are like karmic mermaids, so they're gonna turn on whoever, because we have this balancing of the scales here. So if you're the one who's wrong, I think they'll come for you. Don't get too happy when you see the third party going through some things, because you might end up getting the same experience from this person. But if you didn't do nothing wrong and this third party was a scandalous one, I feel like you're gonna see them get their comeuppance, or they have behind the scenes and you don't know about it yet. And even your person's taking notes, like, okay. Ace of Cups reverse. There's that Ace of Cups. We have Ten of Wands reverse, the Emperor. So at the end of the day, you know, your person really is holding all the power in the situation and calling the shots. It looks like you tap out of love and affection and energy. Right here, baby. For them. But I think the third party in this case, they just feel like it's easier not to worry about this. They feel like it's easier not to worry about this connection, to be honest. It's easier to just let it go, or to accept how it is, and to just let your person decide and figure it all out. So they could have let go at some point, or they're just gonna, there's like, you know, Casera kind of vibe. Maybe their name is Sarah. Page of Cups. So you guys are funny, because you're like, y'all are dramatic. You already, my baby, you already brought me one. There you go. Baby magic in the house, y'all. You guys, speaking of which, okay, you guys rejuvenate just like a baby. Look, she literally, these cards were already drawn, so this isn't influenced by her, but literally she's over here like, refill my cup, mama. And that's what I've been helping her with. I'm sure you heard it. And literally that is you guys. Thirsty. Refill my cup. Just send me another love message. Rejuvenate. What is that? Tracy Chapman, give me one reason to stay here and I'll turn it back around. I don't want to leave you lonely, but you gotta make me change my mind. Hey. That's y'all. That's how you're feeling. So now we got third party out of chat. I think again they'll stay open and they'll stay involved as much as possible, but they say, I can't deal with this burden. Okay, I really can't. You're gonna have to decide what it is. So there could have been blocking. excuse me, either this third party blocked you or you blocked them because they were acting like a little old frog, or they finally got froggy and got fed up with you and clicked you off. They definitely could have blocked this third party, especially if the third party was Earth. We have Capricorn here. If they were, yeah, if they were Earth, or maybe if they're water, but then some of you guys are water because there's water over here. So some of you are, you're both water signs. But they could have blocked the third party, especially if they're a water or earth sign, okay? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. All right, so let's see. But then you're going to get some kind of offer. Look, you just block back. Y'all need to quit, okay? What is this? I'm not gonna love you. Please message me that you love me. So it's like you're like, you're not telling me I love you, so I'm gonna cut you off. But please message me from a different account and tell me how much you love me. And they're like, you blocked me. Fine. Let me block other people. So you might, if you look at their accounts from, this is so messy, y'all. This is so modern messy. If you look at their accounts from other profiles, right, you might see that their numbers are going down because they're cutting off people. They're all mad. You block them, so not fine. I'm gonna delete some people too. Okay, delete you, freaking third party. All right, so then you're like, fine, I'm gonna just close off my account. I'm just gonna suspend it or whatever you're doing over here. I'm gonna turn off my notifications so I don't gotta be my feelings. Let's see. King of Wands. That's it. Eventually it's gonna bother them though, because some of y'all, this is a Leo, okay? You like a Leo, or they're a fire sign. They could have Scorpio or be a feisty Pisces, feisty Pisces. Okay, we got the shark. Yes, you're gonna see them. They're gonna get their hair back too. What are they, Samson? Okay, maybe they are. Okay. They might come out with tattoos. They might come out with new body. They're gonna have a glow up. And King of Swords, you might try to friend zone them. So some of you want this person back so you can cut them off. Bye. This was my ex this whole time. Ha ha ha. Plot twist. So some of you, you're done. You're done with this person, and the third party about to be done too. And look at, they're gonna still be going. They're like, wait, aren't you looking? They didn't even notice you unfriended them yet. They're just doing, look, how many more posts they gonna do? How many more subliminal? Look at this. They got a whole other long reading, okay? Look at this. And y'all are done. Y'all tapped out. You said bye. Ciao, bye. Ain't got time for this. So let's pull them out. Let's pull their party out. Let's put them here. Let's see what else they're gonna say. So you're trying to friend zone them. You said, I can't. You could have Aquarius placements. You can't deal with their Leo. You said this is too much attention you need. They said, look, they've been focused on business. They want to work. They could want to have a lot of kids so that their kids can do a lot of stuff for them. They got a little fox here. They're trying to sneak about. They're like, plot twist. I got a burner account on your account, so you blocked me, but I'm still here. Bam. All right. But they're trying to get swole, or they're trying to get fit. They're trying to get thick. Okay. Queen of Wands reversed. So they want attention from other people, but they ain't really enjoying it. But they just, they gotta have some fans. They're thinking about you. Why'd you block me? Why didn't you be talking to me? Why you acting like a cold ex? All right, don't you know I'm thinking about you? Don't you know I'm attracted to you? Don't you know 2020 ain't over yet? What you doing in the quarantine? How you doing? Are you protecting yourself? Wash your hands, sanitize, stay in your bubble. How's your family? What's going on with your family? So I feel like the rest is just messages from them, like, so you still want to have family or what? You're like, dude, it's been 5 years. Okay, it's been 5 years you chose someone, but do you still want to have family? This person just wants to pop up saying all kinds of stuff, Okay, so got cut off, but we got the last few cards here. So yes, let me do it this way. Six of Cups reversed. This person is still regretting things from the past. Again, they feel like there was a time you guys passed each other and there was no communication, or that you had kind of mocked their feelings or ignored them trying to confess that they wanted the next step with you, or they really feel like there was something like that was missed. That you ignored them, or you didn't take an offer that they had put out and you had seen it as immature, or didn't really catch it, or didn't really believe it. And so that is like still some unfinished business to communicate here, especially if one of you is a fire sign and the other is a water sign. Any kind of combos of fire, air, and water here. But especially if they're a fire sign and you're a water sign, they feel like, no, like you didn't take me seriously. You thought I was just playing, and I was very ardent and very, you know, trying to connect with you, and you didn't really feel it like that. And so, you know, other people got involved. They could have felt like you chose someone else, they chose someone else, kind of thing. But now they feel like how you guys, you were so different. But now it's like they've had the education, okay? They had the miseducation. They've taken notes, and they figure how y'all can be together. Like this two completely different seashells here. But it's this alchemy, you know, this alchemy here. So they could be ready to accept their true self and accept the connection here of this connection. But yeah, for a lot of you, I think you're still blocked. They want to reconnect with you. They're not ready exactly to message yet, especially if they're a fire sign. They want to, but they might feel like they need to cool down or something first. You guys could both be focused on business. We have 88, so they can be thinking of you when you see 8s. They could be born in August. They could be born on the 8th of the month. 8th month, 8th day could be significant for you guys. Again, 8-8. But yeah, I see water signs here. So yeah, if they're a water sign and you're a fire sign, or if they're a fire sign and you're water, especially Sag to Pisces, Sag to Cancer, or Leo to Pisces, or Leo to Cancer, I feel like that's very significant. We do have fire Scorpio, of course, here as well. But I feel like they haven't walked away from you. They can't. They keep swimming, like through sea or sand. They're going to swim back to you. You're in their dreams. You're in their subconscious energy. If the third party was a fire sign, I feel like they're completely done with them. Completely done with them. If the third party was a water sign, I feel like they're completely done with them, except for some of them that were Scorpios. If the third party was a Scorpio, they might have had kids together, or they might still have something emotionally or psychologically that they need to kind of work through. If the third party is a if the third party is a Scorpio, I feel like they will be done with them unless they have kids, or unless they have something kind of significant with them that they need to kind of, I don't know, they might need a little therapy. They might need a little therapy or some little counseling or something if they were with a Scorpio. Okay, earth signs, I don't really see earth signs here present at all, besides this card here. So they could just have a chip on their shoulder if the third party is an ex, was a earth sign. I feel like in that case they just kind of need to prove them wrong, kind of thing. And they haven't kind of gotten out of that cycle of needing to prove them wrong. So they're kind of like, you know, oh, look, here's us. We're going to get together and get a house. That will show that earth sign that I was with. That will show that little scandalous little nothing, right? The little so-and-so, little no. That kind of thing. So they could be stuck on there. But I do feel like they're going to leave this third party in the dust if they haven't yet. And if you are, you know, willing to take them back and kind of, you guys still have this kind of, luck isn't completely in your favor yet. You have a lot of Jupiter energy. And there could be about distance and travel. You guys need to get in the same area code, zip code or something, okay? Location. Maybe you need to send them your location so they can fly through. They could be more action oriented in their love language. Okay, so that could be a big factor. Maybe you tend to kind of swim away, and the person who's around them, not necessarily in a completely earth sign physical touch way, but like they need to be able to do big dramatic action and do activities with you and stuff to solidify their bond. So that could be a big thing. Okay, so keep that in mind. So it's a long video, y'all, and I have a ton of parts to edit. It's taking me hours with all the breaks and pauses. But so I hope you guys liked it. Please show love on the video. If you like this style, let me know. This is what I call my thirds type of reading. So hopefully you guys like it. Let me know, and please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one.